You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
We told him last time, every time he comes on the show now, Dominic Perrottet, he's got his own intro. Here it is. Whoa.
He leads the state and we follow, then answers questions on our show.
Dominic Perrottet, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hello, mate.
Morning, guys. How you going?
Well, do you get that introduction at most radio stations when you do an interview?
I think I should start bringing it into press conferences every day.
Yeah, well,
as I go out.
I'd like to see you on most radio, like Ben Forderman, when you have a chat on 2GB. Say to him, no, Ben, not without the intro.
Yeah.
I'll raise it with him.
Would you consider, Dom, I mean, when you finish your career, I mean, there's a lot of people that are in high profiles that then go on and have a DJ career. Could you get behind the decks and maybe do something like that, Dom?
I'll have a crack. Why not? You know what I will do? I'll tell Ben, actually, this will be good for you guys. I'll tell Ben, if I don't get the intro, I'm not coming on anymore.
Well said.
Done.
Well said.
Done, and he needs to get it from us if he wants to get you on. I love that, Dom.
All right, well, let's talk about one of your biggest policies that you are bringing in, that you've unveiled the biggest gambling reform to happen in the country by making pokies cashless by 2028. Now, will this impact the businesses, the pubs and the clubs and that as well, Dom? Is that going to really impact them?
Not at all. And this has been well worked through to make sure it doesn't have that impact. And we want our pubs and clubs to thrive as they have. They're important parts of our community. And as part of the program that we've set out, we're going to give grants to small pubs and clubs, help them diversify so they can invest in entertainment, live music, and at the same time give them grants to help get them through. So it's up to 2028. We've got a task force in place for this year, and we'll start the transition. And guys, it comes off the back of a pretty serious report that we had from the Crime Commission about money laundering in pokie machines. So the world's going down a cashless path anyway. We just want to make sure we do this well and work with industry to make sure there's no jobs lost, that our pubs and clubs continue to thrive in this state.
What would be the best way to launder my money then after this comes in? What's the best way to do it, you reckon?
No. Terrible.
I don't want to give you advice on that.
No. So for those that aren't across it, can you explain exactly how it'll work without cash?
Yeah, so we've got this transition team that will look at, there's already trials that are underway at the moment. So working with the pubs and clubs, we will roll out a consistent technology. So it more than likely be on your phone through an app. And it won't be a government. It won't be a government app. It won't be an industry app. It will be independent. People can't access your data. There'll be significant penalties in place.
Gotcha.
So by the end of this year, we will have all that together, and then we'll have a start date rollout from the start of next year. And then over time, up to 2028, we'll get to a point where every machine is cashless. And a key part of it as well is once a club or a pub has put that order in, they will obviously get access to the loan. They'll have community grants as well. They can get access to up to $50,000, which they can invest in their business.
See, Dom, when you're talking about also credits and cash and a bump up for pubs, they're great community centres where people gather, families and friends. I think this would tie in beautifully to our pub tour. So if we were to do the pub tour this year,
cashless.
You're a big fan of it. But we go around to the pubs and we start handing out cash, man. We start handing out credit. We get everybody in there.
Well, then you can't use that because you're trying to launder.
The only problem is, Fitzy would have gone home by then.
He's got me. He has got me. Yeah, that was really disappointing.
Dom, that's okay. We'll continue, mate. Party of two. That's fine.
Dom, how are you going? Because what are we? March 25th is the state election. How are you? I mean, just under 2 months to go. Are you flat out on the campaign trail?
Well, it's kind of in that stage where obviously, just like yesterday's announcement, you're still obviously governing the state, and that takes it's a lot of work. But at the same time, the campaign's gearing up. But it's exciting because you obviously get into politics to prosecute the case of what you believe in, and obviously it's a matter for the people of New South Wales to make a decision in relation to the direction of the state in late March.
Are you still married? That's the question I'm asking.
Whoa.
Well, look, yes.
You're just never home at the moment.
Yeah, but you'd need to put on something special for Valentine's Day next week, Dom, wouldn't you?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Hey, Dom, actually, we had an idea, and I think we've gone to your people with this because we did this with Gladys the last time. It's been a few years, but we did a pigeon race. We had red pigeons, blue pigeons. They start here in Sydney.
For the election?
No, and one of our listeners gets a pigeon, and someone gets an amazing Valentine's Day prize. But when we let them go, it's the first pigeon to get down to Wollongong. But we need you to let the pigeons fly. And
yeah, I mean, but how are you going to work out which pigeon's which?
Well, yeah, that's a great call.
They have tags around
They
their
got tags,
feet, Dom.
yep, that's right.
And they've got names.
Blue tags and red tags.
Yes.
You know what, Dom? I'm not joking, but the people that breed these pigeons and the pigeon owners, they can have, I'm not joking, 50 pigeons in front of them, and they know what each pigeon individually by certain marks on them.
What a life skill.
Yeah, they're up there with carnies.
Yeah,
That's strange.
isn't it?
Yep. So we need you. Would you be up for that? Maybe if we. Yeah, great.
Can we make sure that the Liberal pigeons are the faster pigeons?
We can see what we can do. If you send through that $250 for the energy saver bill, then yes, we can work.
You've got to use that, guys. You've got to go. Can I say to your listeners today? We announced this on Sunday that if you go, we're setting up a website. So household budget's under a lot of pressure at the moment. But if we're setting up a website, we can go and make sure you're on the best deal, and then we'll give $250 just for registering.
Great.
And we reckon you can save, in addition to that, up to $400 as well. So it's in line with all our other support measures like the back to school vouchers, which I know.
Yeah, I use them for the new shoes.
Yeah, I bought some new shoes on the weekend with those.
There we go.
With the vouchers, yeah, we went and got the kids' new school shoes. Awesome, Dom.
Yeah.
No,
all making a difference. So
well done.
hope it helps.
Good
All right,
on
buddy.
you, Dom.
Mate.
Love your work, mate. Good luck. I know there's less than a couple of months to go. We will speak to you leading up to that state election, but we know how busy you are. Thanks for coming on, Premier.
Oh, thanks, guys. But look, the highlight of the whole campaign is going to be this pigeon thing. So
It's confusing, isn't it, Dom? Get back to your day job. See you, mate.
Yes, mate. Bye.
See you, buddy. All right, don't forget the song you're listening out for. Every time he leaves this show, he'll be going, what next? What am I going to do next? Come on, give me a break.
What a
He
pigeon
turns to a media
Yeah, he
person and
does.
goes, why do we talk to them?
What
Did
is
they get me votes?
what is this? What has this election and my family got to do with pigeons?
I'm sending his intro to Ben Ford.
Oh, you have to. All right.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.